News.
You're live in the CNN newsroom. I'm Ana Cabrera in New York. The breaking news right now on CNN. Much of Manhattan is in the dark right now. On this Saturday night, it's been more than 3 hours of little lights, no electricity, no air conditioning. Across a very large swath of Manhattan, the busiest part of New York City. The famous electric billboards in Times Square, many of them are in the dark. Theaters closed their doors. Con Edison estimates 51,000 customers are without power. The numbers are still climbing as they are working to restore service. The police department is pointing to a manhole fire as the cause. And according to the mayor, Bill de Blasio, no foul play is involved. However, it is worth noting, we're just getting word the mayor is returning to New York City from the campaign trail. He's currently in Iowa. So for now, much of Manhattan on a hot Saturday night in July is in the dark. Let's go live to Polo Sandoval joining us from the streets where power is out. Polo, fill us in on what's happening there now.
You know, Anna, when Mayor de Blasio returns from the campaign trail, he's going to find some of those 50,000 customers basically in the streets here. Important to point out that it's already been several hours that people have been in the dark. So many of these people have to take to the streets either on a motorcycle or on foot, and including some of the folks who have traveled here all the way from South Texas. Hector and Denise, step right up here. I can't believe that we are running into each other. You are from my hometown of McAllen, Texas.
Correct. Yeah, we were walking by. We saw you.
So you're certainly going to find just about anybody here on the streets. Hector, tell me a little bit about what it's been like for you and your daughter who's here celebrating her Sweet 16. This is not what you expected when you came to the Big Apple for the first time from South Texas, is it?
Correct. It's been an amazing experience, though. We've enjoyed every minute here in New York. Unfortunately, the lights did go out, but we're going to make the best of it. And we're going to go down for a walk because we were staying at the Sheraton, and it was affected by the blackout. So we came down the street and ran into you.
I just spoke to some people that were staying in your hotel. They were like on the 25th, 26th floor, so there was no chance that they were going to be hiking up that up those stairs. For you, you said you were on the 14th floor?
We're on the 20th floor.
20th floor.
Coming down was easy, but I'm pretty sure going back up is going to be really hard, so we're just going to stay down here until the lights come back on.
How about your phones? Do you have enough power just in case this goes a couple more hours?
Yeah, luckily I have my backup, so I do have power.
So what's next for you, Denise? You're celebrating your 16th birthday. The lights went out in New York, just for you, maybe. What happens next, though? Is this kind of a story that you're going to get to tell your friends when you head back to Texas?
Definitely. I'll have a lot of things to tell them about this. My first time being in New York, also.
So you probably saw what this looks like. Usually all lit up. I mean, pretty significant, stark difference.
Yes.
So, Dad, what's next for you then? Depending on when power will come back or not, what are you going to do tonight?
Tonight we're going to head back to the hotel, get some rest, and tomorrow we'll go see a Yankee game against the Blue Jays, and then we'll do Ellis Island the day after that and enjoy the rest of the week here in New York.
I've been asked about the heat, right? Back where we're from, the heat index of 115 degrees, so this is nothing, but it's still a little warm.
Yeah, it's a different type of heat over here, but we've managed to get through it.
The incredible moment where Jennifer Lopez was set to perform for the concert goers. When that power went out, the lights you see on right now are the emergency lights. This was what that moment looked like for J-Lo.
Hi guys, so we're backstage. They just told me to get off stage. I was waiting there. Obviously all the power went out in the city, and obviously here at Madison Square Garden while we were in the middle of our show. Actually, we have just started our show. They're asking everybody to evacuate very slowly and calmly, and that's what we're going to have to do. Obviously, we're going to reschedule this show. There's the alarm going off telling everybody in the announcements to evacuate. I am obviously heartbroken and devastated.
Attention, this is the building engineer.
Here we go.
Due to a citywide power outage, we're going to interrupt this event.
I'm very sad.
In the interest of safety precautionary measure, we are requesting that all occupants leave the building.
I love you. I am so sorry that this happened in the middle of our moment. This time, I'm going to get back to you guys as soon as I can with when we're going to reschedule this show. Okay.
Okay, there you have it. J-Lo captioning that video saying the power is out in New York City and at MSG, Madison Square Garden. Heartbroken to say tonight's show is canceled. We will reschedule. Love you all. Stay safe. Again, Sam, you were there. What was it like from your perspective at that moment?
Well, there was confusion originally, but I will say that the Madison Square Garden security team handled this beyond professionally. There was an orderly evacuation from the building, but panic really started to ensue as young children were on the escalators, which weren't working, trying to get out to the street. And the backup generators did kick in, but as we were exiting the building, all of the lights were off, and that caused, again, a lot of the children to have concern, and a lot of people that had traveled into the city for the concert to question how they were going to get home, if they could afford to pay for hotels overnight, and really if they were stranded in Manhattan with no options.